So far, I've told you how to identify certain keyboard combinations through the ribbon and how to use the keyboard to quickly navigate and select different ranges. Here you'll see a short listing of what I consider to be some of the most useful and frequently used hotkey combinations. The save and open hotkeys are almost universally necessary. You should simply press Ctrl S frequently to avoid losing any work progress, and you can use F12 to quickly save new copies of an existing file. The Ctrl-O hotkey is useful for quickly getting to the open dialog box when you know the file you're looking for will not be in your Backstage View's file listing. As with all commands, pressing the Escape key can take you backwards quickly and easily if you don't intend to follow through with your command. The Cut, Copy, and Paste commands are almost as highly valuable, particularly in Excel. The Cut command is Ctrl-X, the Copy command is Ctrl-C, and the Paste command is Ctrl-V. The Cut command removes an item for pasting elsewhere, while the Copy command creates a duplicate. Many of these hotkeys are universal across the Office environment, such as the font commands Ctrl-B for bold, Ctrl-I for italics, Ctrl-U for underline, and the Save and Open commands. Some of these commands, such as the Find command, Ctrl-F, the Replace command, Ctrl-H, Cut, Copy, and Paste are even the same key combinations used almost universally by other software programs, including Windows Explorer, Firefox, and Google Chrome. Learning them in Excel can make your life easier across many different platforms. This workbook contains only a short list of some of the possible hotkey combinations. A simple web search will generate list after list of useful hotkeys organized into different approaches. Ultimately, what you use Excel for will determine which hotkeys are most valuable for you. I've thrown a whole bunch of information at you so far without really letting up, so let's take a break and practice what we've covered with Exercise 1. The Exercise 1 file contains quite a bit of useless data spread across multiple worksheets and across a wide range of cells. Mixed into the large swaths of data are commands to follow in order to complete the exercise. You could use your mouse to traverse the workbook and complete it, however the exercise has been designed such that you could complete it easily in under 10 minutes using the keyboard commands, while a mouse-based approach would take far, far longer. I've incorporated some conditional formatting into the main tab of the workbook that will show up as all green once you've successfully completed the exercise. I would recommend completing and redoing this exercise multiple times and revisiting it as necessary in order to become faster and more comfortable with your keyboard commands. The exercise has an instruction sheet to remind you of the purpose of it if you start it after a break, and included in the instructions are some of the more common keyboard commands used for navigation. To help you complete the exercise, I'm running through my own completion of the exercise at 3 times speed. At normal speed, this video would normally be about 5 minutes long, but I will jump through it in just about 2 minutes. The important thing for you to notice as I run through this is that I'm using the keyboard entirely. As you can see, each of my non-standard keyboard commands will show up as they are used, while any mouse clicks I make will be identified by small red rings around the mouse cursor. Each set of directions you encounter will lead to another direction until there is a direction that finally tells you what value to enter and where. If you go slowly and take your time to use the keyboard commands we've covered so far, you should be able to complete this within about 10 minutes. As you'll see, this lesson will show you some of the tips and tricks that you can use while using these different commands together to get different results. Much of the navigation I do with the Control plus the arrow key commands, while I also emphasize the usage of the Control Home command to move to cell A1 and the Control Page Up and Page Down buttons for shifting between sheets. Mixed within these, you'll also use the Alt Page Down and Alt Page Up commands to shift left and right, and you'll use the Zoom Out command to identify a cell far out within the worksheet to zoom back into. Key for you to remember during this exercise is that each Control arrow key command will take you to the very end of the current cell grouping, whether those cells are blank or whether those cells are full. I hope this exercise helps you learn the hotkeys while also demonstrating the possible value in using the keyboard for certain tasks.